I get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Unfortunately, I had to go all the way. I'm on the other side of the city, in Hakataku, which is East Ward. To the look at that babe coming along. Hang on. To this joint here, Hakata Shiaksho or Kyaksho, that thing, the ward office. In order to get this sorted out, it's free, and it costs you $20 what's equivalent to like $15 US in insurance per year. So it's well worth it. These little 50cc scoots. How's that? Got that sorted out just like that. Mate of mine said the other day, mate, in Asia, it's not what you're up to, you know. I'm like, you know, I used to have it good years ago because I used to just get everything sorted out. Other people sorted all my shit out for me, and when my life went to shit, it all changed. But anyways, so I used to get things sorted out just all the time. But but that was fantastic. Initially, we had to go some other roundabout route, but we got that. Yeah. Fucking awesome. Unfortunately, yeah, I had to spend like $10 in, and I've got to get on the train again, and all that, waste an hour. Because I went to the ward office. The initial plan was to go to my local dinky ward office, but a bloke said to me, "Hey, you're probably better off going to the bigger one in your ward." So I went there, and then they said, "Oh, you got to go to the other side of town and get that sorted out." I'm like, shit, am I lost again? Yeah, let's try to work out where the hell I am. Got to go to Gion Station. Yeah, I'm lost. Got my phone at least. But yeah, so just a bit of messing about really, but just time wise, but we got it all sorted, so that's good. Now let me try to find where the god damn it, this stupid phony whinies. Where the hell am I? That way. Right. Let's see if we can figure out where the hell we are. All the buildings look the same to me. I don't really like it in town, to be honest. I don't mind when I'm drunk as shit, because then I can just sort of delve into my own mind, into the universe, into the fucking mega world, and just think about good shit and amuse myself. Soberly, it's like, god damn, it's like a Shingo Jinsei. You gotta wait, and then you gotta wait, and then you gotta wait, and then there's another traveler, and you want to get shit done, you want to move forward, get shit done. Anyways, alright, so that's the main drag there. If I can figure out this, and there's the Gion train station. Just over there is Hakata station, which is the main. It's like two cities really in one city, Hakata and Tenjin. Hakata is the main sort of place where all the, like the, say for instance, the high-speed rail thing would come to. It's the major train station in Kyushu, and on the Western Island, if you're not familiar. I'll be born to be wild very soon. Still, I've got to unload the truck and all that shit. Got loads of stuff I've got to do. But I'm wrapped that that went so smoothly. Would have gone even more smooth if I didn't have to. If I can go down there. If I didn't have to go on the other side of the city, you know. So that's all right. Auckland, been there. Bordeaux, I would have gone there 20 years ago, but not now. Oakland, is that California? Don't want to go there. Yeah, drug addicts and shit. I'm surprised that they haven't got meth labs depicted on that. Anyway, I pity those that live in the salty cracker lives in California. Very strange. He's probably waiting for all the baddies to leave and die and shit. Alright, so we're going to go to the get back on the subway. I've got just enough to get back to the ranch, then jump in the rig, go and unload all that stuff at the warehouse. Got a couple of things to pack. I got things sent this morning. I was at the post office first thing, and got 3 things sent off there. Got 2 more to go on the morrow, so very busy. And gonna bring the scoot back, and my air compressor, I'm going to give it another go to see if I can unblock this temporarily. So this bloody my kitchen drain pipe, and it overflows, so I can't wash any dishes. So what I'm going to do is go big. I put a hose down there and unblocked it, but it needs more work, so I'm going to bring my air compressor and run leads out to that, because it's a big heavy bar, so I don't want to carry it in there, and get a rag and then see if I can blow all that shit out, and hopefully I can start using the freaking sink again. On top of that, I've got tools to check and fix and see what works and what doesn't. Shit, I'm back to Duke Nukem again, aren't I? Alright. But no, that's bloody fantastic. That is bloody fantastic, because that thing's like really reliable, good machine. One sold in just the same condition for like $300, but I want to use it, and then keep the other one for just silliness, going into the mountains and shit. Yes. So I'm really pleased about that. Things are kind of going okay currently, so I'm probably going to get struck by lightning or some shit. Soldier on. Alright, let's go over here. The next one, Chickers in my brew, that's where I want to go. Alright, that leaves in 3 minutes. JR Rail. On to Majuku 510. Do I have 510? And we want JR Rail. Majuku. See, it's the main line, and then it gets to a certain point, then it changes to this JR line, goes all the way down to Karatsu, which is where I go to the market. We've got to get on platform. See, you've got an escalator that goes up, but you've got no escalator to go down. So it's not exactly conducive. We do have elevators here in these major train stations. We like, I'm Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I don't really think so. But in the dinky places, yeah, there's not much access for those who are disabled. Rightio, back at it. I think I'll chuck $5 in this rig. $5 for the scoot. Can't wait to hop on that. I've got to unload all this shit. I've got to pack a few things. I'll take a few photos and some stuff on the domestic side. I've got to yeah, it's nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've just been doing stuff, man. Just god damn, I've got a lot of stuff to do. I want to check some of those tools. So let's see, it's Wednesday, so today and tomorrow will be a full day, just in the warehouse going over what I have, and Friday half the day I'll be loading shit up in the rig. My mate said, he lined me and said, "Oh man, I'm well keen to come to the market on Saturday and join you. I'm like, yeah, cool, man. It'll be a fun day. He's a good laugh, that bloke. All right. So I've got the look at that, scoot jockeys. I'm going to be one of them tonight. He's not exactly born to be wild rebel, is he? Remember to grab the helmet too. Right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to unload all this shit, chuck that scoot and the helmet. I'll get it started first. That battery might have to charge that battery. And bring back that big heavy air hosey thing, the air compressor, see if I can fix this frickin' kitchen downpipe once and for all. Okay, now I'll figure something out. Right then, now yeah, those cats came around again. I chucked out some chicken bones and they weren't really that keen. I think they were just saying, hey, how come you're not putting much meat on the bones anymore, leaving much meat on the bone? And I'm like, but I kind of figured the orange one comes inside, the black and white one, he comes in for a little bit, and then but if I'm close to him he'll disappear. But I have been able to hand feed him, and but the orange one, he's got no fear of me whatsoever. And I have to sort of use my foot to sort of nudge him out the door all the time. But they're not meow 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 fucking trying to tear my door off anymore. So clearly, and they're in really good condition. So clearly, some other people are you know, sympathetic to their cause. You know, like trying to survive. So that's good. So yeah, they're growing really quick, and the orange one's nearly as big as the other one. Like, so they're two males that have sort of teamed up, and I don't see the big bastard coming around, the one that used to fight with the big evil one, that evil cat. Yeah, so I think they're big enough now to tell him to fuck off, you know. Hey, piss off or we'll both punch you up, you know. And because the black one would be the main one to fight him, and the orange one would probably run away. But now I think they're both big enough and ugly enough to take him on. And so that one's like, oh fuck, I'll relinquish that area, you know, that domain. Anyways, portion of territory. It's a cat life, eh? Now, oh shit, I forgot to go to the bloody servo, didn't I? Alright, we're just going to have to run the gauntlet and just hope that we've got enough fuel. Yeah, we'll be alright, won't we? Might have to grab the gas tank on the way back. Oh, no, we don't run out of juice. Yeah, no, we'll be alright. Everything's clicking real well right now, so we'll be fine. Things are just going okay. I did mark how many Ks we had, I just can't remember what in it was. I should get another 30k out of it, I should. I want to. Alright, now, what I'm going to do, yeah, unload all this stuff. Take that air compressor back. I think I'll use it tomorrow. Oh yes, got to grab some extension leads too for the air compressor. Alright, and run them out to this rig. Okay, that's that. I'm going to, yeah, sort of, my mind's kind of very highly occupied. I've got this to do, that to do, that to do, that to do, that to do. I just got all these things, and I haven't sort of compiled them in such a way or written down what the plan is. I should start doing that, like the blokes on Roadkill, you know, they would when they didn't really go all corporate, what they would do is just rip off a bit of cardboard and then they'd write down on a list of the shit that they have to do to fix the rigs, you know, that they, yeah, it's hilarious. So And they go, oh, we won't worry about that. We won't worry about that. Let's let this bloke get in. And if I think that's what I might do. Just write down a list and just try and tick them off and see if I can get that shit sorted out. I'd love to have a unit like that. See that rig over there? That's one of those mobile kitchen thingies. Yeah, get some Aussie pies. Contact 4 and 20 and Mrs. Max Big Country Meat Pies, you know, the company, and say, hey, send over some frozen pies, and I'll turn and give me 2 years, and you'll make $1 billion, and I'll even wear my Aussie hat. Yeah. And I'll introduce Aussie meat pies to the Japanese. They'll stop eating rice then. They're staple. They're like, fuck that shit. I mean, we've been eating this all this time. That's why these Aussies are so freaking tough. Alright. Right, now, got to go to the, that's what I've got to do. I've got to pick up something from the DIY store up here. Now, I'm curious to check out the ID diameter. I know there's some piping over there, it's pretty cheap. The ID diameter of the elbow, this stove exhaust pipey wipies. ID inside diameter. And then I'll measure up that basketball standy pipey wipey, whatever. And then I'll have a better idea of connectivity. Yes. Now we've got what we have here. What we have here is a few bits, but there's more down the back there. I've got a few elbows. Here's an elbow right here. 160mm. Is that the inside? Insidey wide, or not our one? Our one. Right. It's a bit bent up, but what I can do. We'll go off that one. A bit more accuracy. 120. Oh, that's 120. I see. Yeah. So, all right. So we got just on 120. Right. So 106 might be the. This one's 106. That might be the go. I reckon. That looks similar, and I can use that tape shit, that aluminum tape stuff. Let's see what I've got down the back there. I was thinking at one stage of going with stuff like this if I could get, if the tunny fella had found that size sort of shit. He's always finding shit. Alright, let's get in the back here and see what we've got. I found these really cool tools at the auction house the other day, but these blokes went huge over me and over another guy too, and stuff that cuts these things, like these 14.4 voltage handheldy mobile-y that thingy, and really rad. Here's some of that fiberglass rope stuff, but this is crazy expensive here. I saw some stuff online. Once I get that scoot going, which is just a matter of sticking that number plate on it that's sitting in the rig, we'll be in business to go to this big hardware store called Favour. I'm going to check that out. Right, and I did find I found where the location of that that shop that bloke was telling me about. There's one not far from me. What's the name of that again? Keep forgetting the bloody thing. Astro Tools. Yeah. So I'm gonna. He said you can get a honing tool from that place. Something not so dissimilar to that can go and get some cross-thatching going. That's the soot thingies. What do they call it? Chimney sweeping. A chimney sweep. I'm just a miserly chimney sweep. Now, what have we got here? Oh, that's 106. Then, alright. Alright, 106. They got 106 and they got whatever that other one was, 120. Okay. 106 piping. So I'm just looking at one of these. That's alright. I was looking at like 30 bucks or something over there. That's like $9. If you convert that to US dollars, it's like, what, $6? Freaking A, mate. Freaking excellences. So I'm gonna check out the diameter. Right, 106. Remember that figure. Okay, now let's go. Let's go. Like I've got someone with me. Now, yeah, that's gonna work. Fuck, I didn't get that boring tool. I'm just such a boring tool. Didn't get that big boring tool that bloke had, so I'm just gonna have to use that grinding and drill a bunch of holes in that grinding one. We won't do it that way, because those tools, they had these big borers that they use for air conditioning units and to run pipes through. And oh shit, man, that would be bloody great to use, but just for the one shot. And but he bought all that shit in one go. Alright, we got that box thingy. Yeah, he bought the whole lot in one go and paid shit tons for it. I wanted that fucking tool. Anyways, gave away sold that abrasive saw, man. If it wasn't Clown World, I would have been able to keep all that shit and no gripes. Let's just enjoy the day. Okay, now. Yeah, formulating some ideas with that elbow. When I originally saw those elbows, I guess some of them are coated in some different sort of shit or whatever, and that's why they're so expensive. Like they're 3 times the cost, and I didn't want to go that route. I'm thinking, I'm guessing that 106 mil would be slightly larger than that piping. Should have measured it the other day. Than that basketball hoopy ringy big pipey thing. If that's the case, I reckon I could slice it, because I've noticed I've got these clamps, right? And then could just wire it up, I guess, but I reckon a clamp would work out really well. And yeah, clamp the elbows. So I think the design's going to be alright. If I can get, I saw online some of that fiberglass stuff, really cheap, you know, like $5, and you get a whole lot of it, and sort of quite suitable. So I reckon, yeah, you know, I kind of like wanted to do everything for free. Free energy. We'll see how we go with that one, but I reckon that, yeah, if I get one of those elbows, that'll save a lot of stuffing around. Yeah, so I think I might just investigate that pipe and see what it is, and then I can sort of muse upon that as I muse upon other things. Just throw that in on the pile of musings, and we'll try to figure that out. It's really great to be so occupied, you know. It's if things are sort of going okay, then I don't have to worry too much about the woes of the world. But I don't mind the idea of going for a wrap before it gets too cold, because they're saying it might be like 18 degrees or something on the weekend. So if I get a day, I wouldn't mind having a wrap in the mountains or something, and, on that by far more reliable scoot. And I think it hasn't done that many kilometres. Here's the rice field of contemplation. I'm trying not to run down too much in the gears because you use more gasoline, and I'm running on empty again. God damn it. Anyways, yeah, that's Scoot. I was reading this thing about some bloke was selling a scoot, and he says, a mechanic, and he said, you know, judging by the wear on the grip, on the throttle grip, he says, I think that it probably hasn't gone round the clock on the odometer. It's one of those analog dealies, or whatever analog means. Anyways, mechanical odometer, and so I'm thinking, yeah, you know, same thing goes with this rig. It hasn't had a whole lot of wear, so I think it hasn't had a whole lot of use at all. And it's in really, really good nick. So total winner on that one. Did have to pull it apart and mess with it to make it happen, and it did not want to idle. No, might have to get another battery for it. We'll see if it'll want to continue to hold charge, but that ain't too much of a worry. Yeah. No one gives a shit about this. Is anyone even listening to this? Yeah, and as Paul said, where are the Ronin when you need them, eh? Where are my loyal Ronin? Hey, those poor masterless samurai, that's what they are. I'm their master. Right? You go over and fight that bloke. Okay. Alright, okay. At least it's a wonderful day, isn't it? We've got the big flashy thing in the sky. Things are going sort of okay. Yeah. Oh, check these rice fields out here. This is just beautiful. Driving into here, man. Look at that. As I try to hold this, keep that box from falling down. Look at that, isn't it? Hey. Yes, imagine owning a parchment. I'd grow my own food. Yeah. Isn't that what we should all be able to have that, to achieve that? Some bastards have millions of acres. Some bastards are like Bill Gates, are buying up bazillions of acreage and shit so that it can't be used for anything. Because pricks like that want to depopulate the world. And I say, well, how about you volunteer yourself, you fucking asshole? And that Carl Schwab prick too, he can go too. Crowy and his mates are going to be happy. Crowy and his mate. I just saw one of the other crows, and I just recalled that I've got a whole stack of rice that my mate didn't eat. It's all a bit gummed up now, but the crows will be happy with it. He gave me that too. Awesome! See, it's the little things, mate. It's the little things. Give to nature, and nature will give to you. So Crowy and his mate are going to be very pleased. You watch, I'm gonna chuck this rice up to those blokes. Yeah, a bit rough to eat that right now for me, but I figure if I give that stuff to Crowy, he'll be you know, something good will happen for me. You see? Right. There we go. Oh, the witches' hats. That reminds me, I forgot to look at the hardware store about how much witches' hats are. Shit. There's a plug coming. Alright, hang on. Ooh. Awesome, the tunny fella's here. Little bloody dude. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go talk to the tunny. Right, kill two birds with one stone. Save two birds with one stone. Can you hear that? Crowy knows I'm here. Yes. Alright. There we go. Look at all this. He's going to be very happy. I bet his mate will come down. And this stuff here is freaking delicious. That's Crowy. Yeah, I'm serious. Alright, what we'll do, we'll try to figure out how to... See? That's Crowy. I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah. Oh shit. Go like that. That's Crowy. He's going to be very pleased. Now let's see if we can strategically go like this and go, "Oi, tunny fella! Yeah! Oi, da-da-dum, Shane, 1953. He's gonna check that out. Whoa! 今日は博多行ったね。博多の区役所行った。友達オークションの中に、ちょっと待って。Yeah, Crowy and his mate. There's Crowy, see, right there. He's already shown up. He's over there now. Crowy and his mate. Right away they came over. Oh, there's that young guy. He gave my pen back. Wasn't that nice? There's still got some rice over there, so that's cool. Oh, the Tony fella's here. He said, "Oh, I'll give you a hand with that." So I said, "Oh, hang on, I've got all this other shit I'm trying to do." So, and he said, there's a scooter that some bloke wants to hand to him. He said, "Oh, how about tomorrow we'll go and pick it up?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, you might be able to fix it, might be able to do something with it." So, yeah, alright, so there's something else to think about. Now, I'm going to go over there. I'll stick that in there. I'm going to go over there and measure that pipe. I'm going through some of these Genjo tools, and well, the motor works for this. The switch doesn't. You plug it in, it goes, but it's stuck on. And the hammery thingy isn't hammery thinging. That goes to Taniguchi. That little tool post grinder, that works. It's a little unit. That thing's all locked up, but actually the motor all seems to have compression, but the chain itself was all rusted, so I might be able to do something with that. I'll get the old WD-40 going on that there. That little planer works. Yeah, it's a bit varies. Varies. We're getting there. Some of these things work, some aren't. That's alright. Hopefully that unit there works. Right, let's check this one now. At least I'll get my money back on that particular crate. These units are nice. I've been looking them up, and they're good units. They sell quite well. So if I make them cheap, I'm going to hand that to the tunny fella right now. Okay, this one's looking like I might have some hope. I haven't tested it yet. That's true. Sometimes I test stuff and then I say, "Oh, look, I gotta go." Yeah, it even comes with chain oil and what's that? Chain oil. That's chain oil too. Okay. Chain oil. If you learn hiragana and katakana, it's very helpful. Okay. Chainsaw. Chainsaw. They look the bloody same to me, don't they? But see how the N and the S are a little bit different angle wise now. Okay, right, let's give it a whirl. Press that in, I presume. Yeah, I think you press that, and then you go. It's very loose chain. So what I'm gonna do? That's a good idea to move that bloody thing, isn't it? What I'm gonna do is I'll tighten the chain up to spec. Check our oil situation. Here goes nothing. Press that in. Does it work? Sometimes the switches break in here. I broke one time. Fuck no. Whoops. Uh-oh. 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 There we go. Alright. That's got a bit of frickin' go in it too. She's got some frickin' horses, mate. Horsepower. Okay, so it's just a matter of doing that. I'll chip that all. Good. Okay, so that crate of shit that I bought, I'll get my money back for that crate, at least minimum. And then there's the piece de resistance. That is, which I found. Nobody knew, nor did I, because we couldn't get to it. What was in that black box right there. Yeah. Good units in there. Right on. That pity that I've got to hunt around for an air filter box cover to make it perfect, but I don't even know if it goes. Alright, let's continue on to see if we can get some other shit to work. It's fun doing this, isn't it? Who am I talking to? I don't know. I'm not even gonna swat that fly. That's so cool. What when was the movie Psycho? Was that 1964, was it? Who am I talking to? I'm not even gonna swat that fly. Mother. Up next on the price is right. An old rattle gun here, Mitsubishi rattle gun. Nice universal joints and sockets, some more sockets in there. So shit. Oh, look at this. What we got here? There's a switch there too, isn't it? Hold on. So it's got that and a main switch. Did I just fuck it? Oh. Ooh, I think I just destroyed it. There you go. Oh, that's okay. She's a runner, mate. She's a runner. Alright, what will we got next on the price is right. Oh, there's a win right here. The tunny fella just came over and we were talking about some of the tools and stuff, and I couldn't get this bit in here due to this piece. I couldn't get this to move, and it's got a little tab in here, a switch in here that you push in, and to try to open that, and then you can slide that in, but it wasn't going, so I gave it a bit of persuasion. Boom! And then we went over here. She fired. Didn't bother putting that on. She fired, so I went over to my test piece over here to give it a whirl. And well, it's fortunately, but not for it's unfortunate. I broke my test piece, so she works good. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Don't know what I'll get for it, but no, she's a runner. She's a runner, baby. She's a runner. All right. Good, good, good. Yeah. We're gonna what's going on right now. Yeah. Yeah. She's a runner. I had one quite some time ago, and the piston pin did not operate, and I took it to the operating room. I didn't have the operating room at that time, but and I couldn't get it happening, so that was a pity. In the OR, yeah. I'll put that battery in that soon. Put whatever fuel I've got in here left, and I'll chuck this on the rig. That's a bloody good unit, that. Right, got that going. Now, let's yeah, this is the piece de resistance right here. These gauges, man, that's fantastic. Right, I want to know. I gave this to the tunny fella, and I thought it was metal from a distance. From a distance, we are innocent, but it's actually Yakumono. But it's got money in it, so yeah, that's a money box. See, that's a Hote-san money box. Now. Let's I've got this awesome shishi right here. It's an iron sculpture shishi. Good. Now that was in one of the boxes, and I said, oh, what about shishi-san? They know that I'm into antiques, right? So the auctioneer bloke, he's a funny bloke. He likes me, so that's cool. He likes my antiques. Yeah, good bloke, that one. So he doesn't mind. See, most of those blokes are not into antiquities at all. They're more into, tools and furniture and all kinds of other stuff. So some chaps are glad that to see me roll up, and I'm like, oh yeah, what do you want for that? I found a wonderful copper marble stone piece I sold to a bloke in the States. Was it in the States? Yeah. And I found a beautiful Jizzo there, and they're quite surprised that I know what this stuff is. There's a Jizzo over there, right? And you see some of those chaps, they're quite surprised. I'm getting a tweedy thing, hang on. Go on, check that out. Who rule Buttertown? ABAREBUGYO rule Buttertown. I've got this thing for a song, really. See how it goes. You measure your thingies, wingies, and I don't know if it goes or. Oh shit! What does that say? Oh shit! On, alright, shimasu. Resetto. Up, alright, down. Program, kanji. Cooldown. Cooldown. Stato, stoppu. Oki. Chisai, I think that means. Yeah, that means. Stato shimasu. Belt it says it's gonna move, so the cable. Oh, it's moving! Oh, we're going. We'll fall off that podium. Oh, look at that! Someone's foot marks. Great selling point. Oh, someone's foot marks again. Is that what you're supposed to? Is it supposed to be like that? Right, okay, let's try and go up again. Whoa, there we go. Normal. Why don't you just write in English? More power! More power, get to the chopper, get to the topper! Oh shit! Oh, what are we doing? What are we going? What's going on right now? Oh, what are we doing? Read that teleprompter. Program course. End quote. Right then. Slow down. Rad. She works fine. Had one of these where I had to I got online and there was this nice black girl on that she didn't even know she helped me on YouTube, and I didn't have this safety key to get this thing going, and I was like, so I looked on the YouTubey thing, called this thing, maybe that'll read something, and she said, all you got to do is get a magnet and go big, and then it turns on. I got a magnet and went big. Whoa! And I sold it. And so that lady out there, whomever she shall be, kept me in shoes. See? Aren't we told that black people are supposed to hate white people? Oh, I thank her. Thank you, whoever you are. Hey. Good on you. Okay. Now, and sometimes we say, that means real good on you. Oh, good on you, well done. And but sometimes in Australia we say, a good on you, or a good on you, mate, like as in a disparaging way. Depends how you say it. No one gives a shit about this story. How do we turn it off again? There you go. Isn't that great? Okay, so that works. Now, yeah, I got that for a song, mate. A freaking song. La 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 la. They said, alright, you can have it. Because you're the voice trying to understand it. John Farnham. Sadie, the cleaning lady. See? Australian music, mate. It's top quality stuff. This stuff actually was quite expensive shit back in the day, and all works and stuff. Then we got another one. Got that one to go. Yeah, I sold one to a bloke at the market. Crazy cheap. Oh, classy guy. Right, now I'm going to put that in, stop dicking around. Yeah, that cover. I don't have a cover for that, but we'll look around for one. It's a Subaru. I thought it was a Suzuki. Alright, I want to at least see if I've got spark, and then I'll pack a few things. Okay? Yeah, mate. Pack a PJ extra mild and schooner S's. Alright. Now, what we're going to do... yeah, and then I'll pack a few things, and then I'll get that scoot sorted out. Chuck that on the back of the rig. I've got a ramp over there. Take the air compressor, which was the plan. So still a few hours worth of work in here. Unfortunately, I wanted to ride the rig way earlier today. I had to go all the way into town on the other side of the city. And I was hoping I would have gotten it done on this side of the city, and that way I would have been able to ride that scoot in the decent weather. Now, let's fold this thing up and continue on. Right on, even got that thingy for this. Okay, yeah, there's quite the fortunate circumstance that I actually saw that video. The people out there showing you how to do certain things. These are cool, eh? You can sit on these dealies and put a book here and yeah, read or put your tablet there or whatever. And that one's got this dealie for that too. That one facilitates that also. Yeah, when I sold one of these dealies to this bloke, this old bloke, he had a bit of a leg condition. He said, oh, if he moves in regularity, he's fine. And he was absolutely delighted. I swear on all the gods I can name, I was going to chuck it. Yeah, not this one, the one. I had it over there for months, and I didn't know how to, it just kept saying safety key, safety key, safety. I didn't know what the frick. And yeah, that fine lassie out there on YouTube there, she said, oh, all you got to do is get a magnet and go boom, and there you go. So that bloke, another bloke that is associated with this stuff, he came over to help me, because the old bloke was not really in a condition to carry one of these things. It'd be a bit of weight, you know. And so the bloke came along and he said, oh, I'll give you a hand, and they had, I didn't even know if they even knew each other at the time, and we drove to his house over that way and set it up in his place, and he was absolutely delighted with it. So yeah, fair play on that one. Yeah, see, you help. That's community-based stuff right there, you know. I sold it to him crazy cheap because I got it crazy cheap because it wasn't working. They didn't have the key, and we didn't know what the hell, and they didn't know what the hell when I bought it off those dudes. And they said, oh, you haven't got the key for it, you might have to get one online or something. I didn't know what the frick. It was just this sensory key, just a magnet on a sensor. And oh, some you know, Millennium Falcon thing, and yeah, fare you well, and fare that chap well, you know. He's gonna get his legs sort of moving and nice, and so they don't you know, paralyze up again, and yeah, he'll be fine. All right, okay, let's get stuck into packing a few things. Oh no, let's do the thing that I'm savouring the moment out there. I'll chuck that on the rig right now. Yeah, that old bloke and another old bloke at the market on Saturday, yeah, the week prior. He said he bought something off me and said, I'll come along and pick that up next Saturday, one of these. I sold them crazy cheap to him, and he's had the same sort of situation where he's having problems with his legs and stuff, and so there you go, helped him out. Now, I'm savouring the moment to see. I just want to know, at least, do I have spark? If I've got spark, we're good to go. Alright, I can fix it. And I do so believe that I can find a cover somewhere. Yeah. Alright, I'm just savouring the moment to do that. Then I'll what's the next thing to do? Right, pack those things, 2 things, there's an hour. I'll then get stuck into this. That'll be a quick job. And then chuck that on the rig, and chuck that in there. Don't want to forget that, because we're going to be born to be wild tonight. Ooh. Okay, and then that's going on the rig too. with a couple of these. Yeah, getting it worked out, mate. It's supposed to go down there before you do it, stupid. Alright, now. Okay, so I'm quite curious about a plug situation. Not sure what's going on with that gapping now. That's just some junk. Looks like it's been running pretty bloody rich. Quite carbonated. I like the fact that this thing's on this side. See, plug wasn't in very tight. So that, because the last time it was on the other side with that other unit I've got, and so what I did was I put a mirror back here, so you pull it that way and I can't see if I've got any spark, and I'm not connecting that to earth and all, and so I just used a mirror. And what I did with that one, I just sprayed a bit of brake cleaner down the guts of it, and that stuff is super highly flammable. And we'll clean this one up. I think that electrode might be I might need to clean that. I think it might be, what's the techie term? That's a good sign. You know, I believe that this electrode was kind of shorting itself out or whatever. It was actually contacting the electrode to the dealy wheelie, and that was making contact and not creating a spark. Yeah, because you could, I mean, it was shorting the gap. It was a, what's the word for it? Oh, I don't know. It was crossing the gap itself, and so I cleaned that off and gave it a bit of a clean up, and just gave it a bit of a wheelies, and what's going on here? I'll just check here. Get a connection. Get it to on earth. Now, stay somewhere over there. Where you big silly? Oh, there you go. Look at that spark, mate. That's fucking right. That is strong spark. So that's a very good sign indeed. I wouldn't mind spraying a bit of that stuff down its guts just to see if it'll want to fire. Yeah, so I think the this is magic, this shit. Supposed to use this stuff. It's designed for cleaning your brake rotors. But most people use it for firing up rigs. Now I might clamp this down at a table. Give it a bit of that. Don't want to give it too much. You can flood it. Yeah, it seems that plug was all, because it was so dirty. I sprayed some WD-40 down. They got the air hose down into it and got a file on it and cleaned up. Might have been crossing the gap, so it didn't have a gap. That might be the case, you know. Possibly. Let's continue. Yeah, the Tony fella, he just left. He said he'd be here early on the morrow, and at 1 o'clock we're going to go and have a look at this scoot that he's going to go pick up and see how we go with that. If we can get that, if it's any good, get it sorted out, and might be able to humbun. Humbun means huff. So we'll go Harveys in it. Yeah, if I can just get a cover for this thing, maybe make up a, that filter's not too bad. I believe we could have a runner here. Hey, what about me, eh? You're not just gonna leave me here. Do what you want. Mad Max 2. Right on. So that's all it was. Just the plug was, what a freaking beauty. Well, you just get a cover for that. Mate, and it's running on its own juice. I haven't checked the oil situation in the sump yet, so I won't run it for too long. Should do that real soon, actually. But yeah, it showed a sign of life with this, but I forgot to put the choke on, and she's running real high idle. Once it warms up, it might slow down for the governor. We'll see. I might have to drop down that idle. I'll warm it up first. I want to check that oil first. Yeah, better do that. Freaking beautiful. One for warriors. Okay. We have a very high idling situation going on here. Where's that idle screw? I was hoping it would start utilising the governor. Okay. So what are we doing here? What's going on right now? What's this screw for? I expect there'll be a screw down here somewhere, but seems to be fully closing the butterfly. The knee bone's connected to the frickin' thigh bone or something. What is that screw for? Maybe that's all rusty-wusted or something. Yes, that looks a bit rusty-wusted. Right, but I do believe there should be a screw down there. I think that might be a mixture actually. Have a look where we there we go. I think we have something here. There we go. There's our idle right there. Boom. Okay, I better check that oil. I doubt there's any issue there. There's our idle screw right freaking there. Alright. A little bit further investigation. I think that might be a stopper or something from when it's wide open. Would that not be wide open? Well, we've got a screw down there, and then we've got something over here too. Now I've made the erroneous error before of slowing a generator down too much, where it's supposed to run a pretty high idle, but this thing feels like it's running away. But yeah, we have the fuel situation. Right, wonder. That might be just your overflow, but what would that be? There's your drain. It's a slightly different one than the other one. But we'll figure it out, I believe. I wonder what's going on with that thing down there. Yes, we'll figure this out. Indeed we will. In fact, an exploded view of this carburetor online should give me some answers that I'm looking for. Yes. Right. I'm thinking that that packing situation, I might be able to come here in the morning, because she's getting a bit late, and then sort that out and then utilize my resources. Yeah, fucking A, that'll work. Oh yeah, that'll work. Right, and that way I can zip over to the postal office on the morrow and this evening get something else sorted out. That will fucking work, alright. Cause I believe that that will work. Yeah. Oh, I've established the oil situation is okay. I pulled that out and where'd that thing go? Yeah. Fucking rapped about this unit. And there, so it's right up to the very brim itself. You've got access for both on that side. Slightly loose that one. I'm wondering if that's that there is your mixture. Should frickin' know by now. Oh, just curious. Maybe that's. Is that a spring? That's got to be idle, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking wrong. Ah, there you are. Yeah! Yeah, that's what it looks like. It seems like this nut was a bit on the rusty side, and someone has adjusted the idle, and this plate has bent to to such a degree that all you gotta do is bend that back up, and we might be in frickin' business, because that's just flipped off due to that. We might be in freaking business here. Right then, well, at least I've got a bit of experience with some other things. There you go again. As a kid, we didn't have nothing, so there was just no reference point for nothing. From experience, I turned the idle down, thinking, well, this thing's running like a bat out of hell. This other, I actually sold that generator, had it for years, and made that error, and it wasn't producing enough power. No, I recall, I didn't even test the power, did I? I recall I turned the idle down in order to save on fuel, thinking it's running too high, but I didn't turn it to the point where when it wasn't producing enough power, I don't think, because I do recall it worked. But I do recall that in the series 1 of The Colony, handyman Mike and trying to get the gasifier generator to run, and it turns out that he made the same error, thinking he'll save on fuel by reducing the lowering the idle speed, and then it actually wasn't on the show itself. They tested it and it wasn't actually producing enough power, and so one of the chaps said, oh, why don't we increase the idle speed, the professory guy, and then it started working. He said, oh right, I turned it down to a point where I was thinking we were saving on fuel. So they do have to run at a certain a higher idle than what you generally expect if you're not familiar with these things. So I've messed about with straightening up this bracket around here. I think that's not exactly the greatest of designs, but once it's set, it should be right. But so I've straightened all that up, and I presume I'm just going to put that at a standard setting wherever we are right now, and then I'll play with it a bit and see if we can continue with that. We're not running with a filter right now, so that might just change it slightly. But we'll yeah, gotta get a filter cover. It's not the end of the world, but it's I want one. Yeah, it's supposed to go on that way anyways. Now, it's not imperative. Right, let's fire this up again, and then we'll just adjust the idle, and then I can get that going, come back in the morning, sort that shit out, go to the post office, get that done, come back, and then hang out with the tunny fella, because he goes, oh, it would only take an hour, and I'm thinking, yeah, bullshit. He's going, oh, come to my place, let's have a drink or some shit, you know, who knows? No, you can't drink and drive in this country, that's cool, but, you know, you say, oh, come to my place, let's hang out, and I'll show you this, and blah, blah, and that'll be the day gone. Alright, let's do this again, shall we? It's running on its own juice, it only needed, this just gave a flicker of life, and I just figured, let's give it a go to try run on its own juice. This is a bloody beauty, mate. This is a freaking beauty. I already just said that. Yeah, well, there you go. So, I managed to run it out of fuel. It was only there was fuel in the float bowl, but that was it. So I managed to run it out. That's fine. I only had just enough in it to just prove to me that things are good. So yeah, that bracket, all this brackety stuff here was in poor condition. I wanted to test it under load, like I've got it to an idle speed that to my liking, but yeah, I wanted to test it under load, because once you put load on it, then the revs reduce. But with this one here, it's got a governor, and some kind of sensor kind of deal or something in the stator, and the governor will decide how to increase revs. And I don't know what the story is with this one. Maybe they were utilizing it for heavy duty, using too high current power tools or some bloody thing, and that's why they had the idle so high. Or maybe that bracket, when the bracket itself was bent so much that would come out, so I think they must have just figured they'll push that in and so that it'll line up and work. But what they really needed to do was straighten up that bracket. I'm definitely get enough on this screw now. Oh yeah, that's definitely enough to. Right, so very pleased with that. If only I had that cover. That would sort of really make my day good. Make, you know the line. Alright, so yeah, I took the float bowl off, cleaned that, and we're out of the juice. The precious juice was hidden in the vehicles. Now we've got like a splash of juice in that, and I'm going to chuck that in that rig now. Whack that battery in, and we'll see. Let's do that. Oh, classy guy, just pure class. I'm very pleased about that. It's a Subaru. So, Shindaiwa. It's a Shindaiwa. It's a Subaru. It's a Shindaiwa. It's a Subaru. Oh. Yeah, it's got that bit broken off there and doesn't have the cover, but that I mean, I've seen worse filters. I'll tell you though, I was looking at this lunch pack here. I was thinking, gee, I mean, look at the size of that. Width-wise, that would bloody just about work. You know, I could probably do it, but length-wise, it doesn't work, and I could probably fashion something out of that. Maybe it'll catch on fire and things won't be so good. Very pleased about that. Getting the motor going. Get your motor running. Out on the highway. Looking for some adventure. I might just have a bit of a spinny poos on this now because she's legally allowed to do so. Yes, and see our battery situation. Head out on the highway. Right, I've got to remember to take that big bastard tow back to the ranch and see if I can fix that freaking hose pipeline-y thing once and for all. Well, stranger things have happened. I didn't want to go. I put the battery back in it. I'm thinking, shit, did I reverse polarity it or something? But I've run it without the battery. I'm thinking, what's going on here? It's all very strange. I took it out again. I didn't even give it any throttle, so maybe I don't know. Didn't flood it because I didn't give it anything. It was kicking, and it's all very strange. And then so I put the battery, connect the battery back up, turn it off, and think, is it something to do with that or something? I don't know. And then just decided to kick over. It just decided. It just made a decision. But I swear on all the gods I can name, I've never had a scooter so good. Oh, sorry, mate. No, I was just kidding. It was just a joke. All right, take it easy. Take it easy. I've got big plans for you. Just take it easy. You know, racing stuff in the mountains. All right. There you go. Okay. Whew. Shit. Thankfully, he knows humour. Now, don't want him getting jealous about this bloody thing. All right. So warm her up a bit more. I was able to get just enough juice in. That reminds me. It had just a little bit in there, and they run on a sniffer and old rag, those things. So, right, I've got to get that compressor back to this rig too. But yeah. Aussie in me. Let's take this rig for. I can't wait to take this rig for. Now, I won't worry about beanie. Now I'll be coughing on tomorrow. Oh shit! Right, let's do this. Rich piano. My God, man, this thing's in wonderful condition. Lights even work. Moving I've been. This is freaking unbelievable. Running on empty. Welcome to my life. Woo! Alright, one-handed. I think we can do that. Woo! My God, man! Speed over indicator. We might have to disconnect that. Oh my God! This is freaking great. So smooth. Hang on. I better get out of earshot distance of the other rig. Oh shit, poor rig. This is more of an old granny's kind of unit. There's a shit shine right there. I won't go too far because I'm running on empty. Oh, nice front brake. I might adjust the rear brake up just a little bit. Yes. Yeah, I feel like I should be going to some board meeting with a bunch of rich assholes or something. Talk about how much we can't bench press or something. This is freaking awesome! Let's go with high beam. There we go. Oh shit. Woo! Woo! We're doing okay. Don't want to run out of juice and I'm going to have to... Oh, this is absolutely so smooth. Like, the comparison. I love the other rig because he's just a trooper. One finger braking, nice. Just one hand, very nice indeed. Oh yeah. I don't know if we can get it up to. Oh yeah, some freaking boogies, mate. Gonna call them for mate, boogies. I'll get your motor running. Get out on the highway. I'm looking for some adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. Take the world in the love embrace. Fire all your guns at once and explode in the space. That's what we like, man. Heavy metal thunder. I race 'em with the wind. And the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all your guns at once and explode in space. Like a true nature child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, I'm never gonna die. Born to be wild. Rad, this radalicious unit. This is gonna be my daily. Pew, pew. Yeah. Do even the indicators work? I haven't used an indicator in years. You don't have to. Well, I think with these. Nice. Oh, maybe you do. I don't know. Born to be wild. Right on. I wonder if the Mongol mob or maybe the Hells Angels or something or Gypsy Jokers might take me in as a prospect now because I've got a rig. I've got my hog. Rightio, we're ready to go. Got the compressor. Got that secondary rig. What we're going to call that, like the Earl of Potato can, something like that. We'll figure something out. Got my gas can here. Now, that's empty, and that's nearly empty. So, if we do, won't take the highway to hell, because if we run out of juice on there, that won't be too good. So, got just a couple of specks of juice in there, which is good enough. We're living on the edge. I'm playing a left-hand guitar now. Now, so if we do run out of juice on the way back on the normal road, jump on this rig, take this can, go and get a couple of bucks of juice, chuck it in the rig. Yeah, we're going to be alright. Because we're living on the edge. Living on the edge. Yeah, will you just shut up and go? Don't tell me to shut up, I'm the freaking boss, you know? Because we're living on the edge. Oh, God. Alright, shut down, check all the electricals, bloody blahs. Righty-ho. Yeah, we're getting close, alright? We're living on the edge. At least I've got the backup rig on the back. Yeah. I was just thinking of a name for a new model of a scooter. You know, we've got like Scoopy and all kinds of cutesy wootsy kind of names, and I was thinking of it being a me mover, not a people mover, a me mover. So that's what it's gonna be. We're calling it the me mover. Right on. Now, I'm really quite pleased with how the panned out with that generator. I do so believe, because some dudes tried to turn it over and fire it up, you know, and I believe that well, the plug wasn't real tight, but I don't think that was really causing any compression issues, because it was tight enough. I think that, and the spark gap was bridged due to debris, because the spark gap itself was fine, but there was shit in it. And it looked like it was running real rich or something, so maybe I'll have to lean it out. We'll see over time how that goes, I guess. But maybe that's something to do with the cover itself not being there, so enclosing that. I don't know, but it bloody goes, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe that sort of messed with the tuning or something like that. And the filter not being great, but it's kind of okay. Anyways, I believe that debris stuff sort of bridged the gap, so much so that it wasn't making a spark, because when I cleaned it up and I chucked a bit of the Wonder Juice into it, that high octane Wonder Juice, it showed immediately some formulation of a sign of life. Life finds a way. The fly. Yeah, it showed some form. So, and maybe I sprayed too much. You don't need much of that stuff. But on big V8s, sometimes they spray shit tons in it. Junkyard digs. Alright, Pole Barn Garage, Dylan McCool, all those dudes. Front ahead, 89. All those dudes, they're really cool. Anyways. Shit. Bloody hell, what's going on in here? Yeah, alright. Piss off. Yeah, some kind of computery things. Living in a freaking computery bloody world. Right, you can go there and do that. Now, anyways, and then I decided, generally I would take the plug out again and give it a whirl, but I figured we'll give it a go and try and give it a go on its own juice. And might have been 2 or 3 pulls, yeah, maybe, and she just fired, so boom. Yeah, you know, a matter of cleaning the plug and chucking it back in. You know, and it went. God, if only I had the cover for the thing. Yeah. I might be able to scrape up something for that, or maybe just make some rudimentary thing, sell my other. We're gonna get through here. No. Ow. Poo poo. Now, maybe sell my other generator, but did the old trusty rig and just use that one. But I'd like to get the part for it. I would, because it's a more modern unit, and it probably garner greater interest in a possible sale. But the other one, the one I mainly use, works great. But anyways, I'm just really pleased. I just really wanted to see if I'm just going to at least get some spark out of that thing, and then we can go from there. Maybe carburetor, pulling that apart, stuff like that. I didn't even stop to think whether that idling might have had something to do with the... No, it's okay. No, I was quite pleased with it. Yeah, just that bracket was all bent up and shit, so that definitely needed attention. And I'm really pleased. It just fired up and went like a bloody ripper. Bloody ripper, mate. Yeah. Pack a PJ extra mile and schooner ration. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. And some of the tools, one of the jackhammers was shot. That circular saw definitely needs, I would say, brushes, or maybe the copper wiring has shit itself. Maybe it got some water in there and shit itself and zapped it. It remains to be seen. I don't know whether I have brushes the right type, but that hardware store does. So I think that's the go with that one. I want to see if I can get that going. That'd be cool. It's just a few bucks for some brushes and it'd be worth doing. I'll just lump that on the costings. Yeah, we're running real low. I was planning on getting probably 100k out of this thing. And we're up to 80 now. We've got another 10k to go. So we're living on the edge. Yeah, really. Anyways, I'm going to be able to buy a $5 meal today. I'm trying to think, what would those cats will want some stuff. We'll see how we go. Put $5 in this, a couple of bucks in the scoot, and I think I can afford $5 for a meal, possibly. Might have to be $4 for a meal. Do we have any money in the... Oh, nothing in there. Alright, right then. Righty-ho then. Right, I've got to keep that money for sending things on the morrow. Right. But we're not going hungry because we have a bag of chips. Yes, and some popcorn. Yeah, we're set. Did I eat all the rest of those potatoes? Yes, I did. Bummer. Oh, I'll worry about that later. Now, here's what we can do. Put a couple of bucks in the scoot and the knee mover on the morrow. That's it. Now we've got probably $6 or $7 for food. There we go. Set. See? Knew I'll figure it out. Now let's try to figure something else out. It's back to those tools. Gonna figure out most of those. A couple of tools were shot, and some of them were sort of too crusty, too grungy that no one will want them anyways. It's a bummer. I just started my very own scrap metal business. Over the years I've given scrap metal to loads of dudes, and I'm going to start hoarding some of that myself. The Tunny fella's well keen for me to, like, if he can pick up a few scooters here and there, well keen for me to fix, go all fixer-upper, get some me movers happening, and maybe we can have a, do that. Now let's look at that that piping. That's actually 70 mil, and they were 106. Those thingies. So I'm thinking I might be able to sleeve it somehow, or get some of that non-flammable, anti-flame, fiery, wrappy kind of stuff, or something like that. Wrap something like that and chuck that, and then hose clamp or some shit. We'll work something out on that one, or maybe find a different formulation of an elbow or something. So that, yeah, it's not on the back burner, no pun intended. That job, I really want to get that job done too. Yes, and yeah, we might be able to come up with some formulation of an idea that might kind of work. Yeah, I'm going to ask the top man if I can have those great big lumps of loggy wood that are sitting up in the this abandoned warehouse thing, and if I can acquire those, he might just say, yeah, no worries. I think he will, because they're a bit of a mendoxai, a bit of a bother to do something with them anyways. Then I could chop the bastards up with big Mybicky pull saw, right? Go all man stuff, go all man style, and make that happen. And then I think they only accept notes here, and I don't think I have any. So we're gonna make it to the. We've got another 3 kilometers to go. Yeah, that'll get us to 85. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. And if I can acquire those big logs, that's more than enough to get through winter. Yeah. So that's cool if we can make that happen. And the one of the I didn't even ask the other bloke. One of the carpenters said, yeah, well, when I'm burning off, I'll just chuck some logs over next to your place. And I'm like, cool. So there's free wood right there. And then I can start working on the hot water service that's going to connect to the Thunderbox number 2. And I might even be able to wash, because gas costs so freaking much on bottle gas. See, I'm going all doomsday preppers, and on bottled gas I could cook rice on the bloody thing. I'll make some system like that. Yeah, doomsday preppers, mate. Doomsday preppers. In fact, when I was at the auction house yesterday, they had this thing that looked similar to Thunderbox number 2, and underneath they had this gas system that runs on like old propane gas or some bloody thing, and it was to do with cooking shit. What was the tempura or some bloody thing, I think it was. And there was another thing that they sold for a lot of money, like $400. This really cool system that had this like wok kind of thing that sits in some kind of watery bloody bizzo. That's the technical term for it. And that does some kind of udon type of cooking-y, wooking-y thing or something like that. They had a whole bunch of this, and they have done for years now, since it turned into Clown World. So many restaurants just fell. So disappointing. And over the years I've seen so many stainless steel objects from defunct kitchens, restaurants. Many, you can't believe, hundreds of the bloody things had to shut down, you know. Yeah. They did get support by the government, a lot of money too, by the way, and I didn't get shit. Yeah, I just got shit poured all over me. Yeah. As if I was joining the Hell's Angels, you know. They pour shit all over you and you got to wear that for 2 weeks. Yeah. I think they'll accept me as a prospect now that I've got my hog on the road. Yeah. And they might think I'm a bit too wild for them, really, but alright, so we made it. If we can roll now. I actually did roll my Falcon in Australia and I just made it around this U-bolt, and I rolled right in, and it stopped right at the pump. I'm serious. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I had $15. I figured, I just realised that I want to put some, I run out of fuel with that generator, so I wanted to put some fuel in my fuel canister, tanky wanky, tanky wanky, and then I realised, oh, they got this new system now, because some dickhead decided to burn down some comic book building or whatever, that everyone must suffer by, if you want to pour some juice in a fucking steel fuel tank, or one of those red plastic ones, blues for kerosene, reds for gasoline, and I've got a steel one, red plastic ones they have, but I was able to put, I put 3 litres in it, in the rig, and I figure what I'll do is I'll put some juice in the scoot on the morrow, and then pump some of that out into the tank, or just straight to the generator or whatever. We'll figure something out there. So that's that. So I've got a budget of 5. You've got to really watch it here, because these dickheads, they just decide to go. Like, they're all schoolgirls. They decide just that, you know, they'll just go. And it's sort of like, it's the onus is on you if you have a bingle, that they'll go, oh, see, in my country, you know, you fuck, sort of leaned over a bit. They just, you know, you create eye contact with the driver, don't you? But they don't seem to do it here, because they go, if I get hit, I get money. That's the mentality. Anyways, right, let's push that fucking thing back. You could have secured that slightly better, ABAREBUGYO. I was in the dark. What could I do? Alright. Locking system. Right, now. Yeah, so if you want to put fuel directly into these, you have to give them your address or some bullshit, or some your ID now. It's just fucking ridiculous how much stupid shit you have to do in this land, I'm telling you. But that was because of some dickhead that decided to burn down some fucking building and kill some people. That fell off oh, there you go. Fell off its mount. Yeah, so basically I want to put 3 in that. I'll put a few litres in this. They run on a sniff of an old rag, then transfer some of that into here, and then transfer some of that into that generator. Alright, got that. Hopefully I can fix that kitchen pipe situation. See, some people like my life story. But I seem to lose subscribers sometimes. They're not so loyal Ronin then, I guess. Oh well, fuck them. If they can't handle it, well, maybe they don't like some of the things I say, because they're like, oh, that's reality. That's the truth. We can't have that. Okay, here we are at Lumiere. Now let's see if we can get some decent bargains. I've got a budget of, I've got $10, so I've got a budget of $5, because I want to, probably 6, because I want to put some juice in those thingies and all that shit. Right, let's do this. Rich piano. Okay, having the same meal as I had last night and the night before, Righto, chicken. I've got to take the stray cats into account, you see. 293 yen for all that. Brilliant. 652 grams. Okay, and they like the bones. I always keep a bit of meat on the bones for them. Now, 1 onion, 89 cents. Good. There's a big bastard. There's a big bastard. I'm going to have him. Are you an even bigger bastard? No. There we go. Calculate that. Now, a bag of unwashed potatoes is 10 cents cheaper. 10 cheaper. for that washed. Boom. Alright, we'll wash these. Now we're going to go tonight and get some Doomsday Prepper free. Is it even supposed to be in that one? Which one's that supposed to be in? Doomsday Prepper free water so we can wash these potatoes. We're going to go to the local park and get some free water. Yeah, it's Doomsday Preppers. It's all about freaking survival now. It's come down to that. Okay, we're within budget. Good. How's this for Doomsday Preppers? I knew I had a little bit of change. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 30 yen there. Right now, what we're going to do is do some calculations. Now we've got 293 for the chicken, plus 89 for the onion, plus 59 for the unwashed potatoes, plus that's 441. And what we're going to do now is go for this. This is like, we call it Chinese lettuce or something. So plus, do I plus it? 79, 441, 520. Now I've got a budget of $5. So I've got this 20. I could even afford to have the unwashed potatoes if I really wanted to splurge, if I really wanted to go all out, but nah. Now we can afford one of these. Yeah, yes, that's what we're doing. We're having that. Oh shit, there's a fly in my fucking chicken. Seriously. I better mention that. I'm serious, there's a bloody fly in there. Well, that's fucked up my oh. Yeah. I mentioned to the bloke in the butchery area there, I said, hey mate, and I showed him there's a fly in the bloody, got in the chicken. So I found one for $2.91. He actually said, oh please wait or some shit. I think he was going to sort me out for something. Nah, maybe give me a good deal or something, but I didn't. I figured I didn't want to tell the entire existence world. Right, so now we've got something for $2.91. So that fly just saved us 2 yen. Isn't that cool? How's that? I didn't want to tell anyone, but now I just told the whole freaking YouTube world. Hey, shit happens. Now, which one were we going to get? That one, that one. No one, that one. Okay. Doomsday Prepper style. You look for these hanboon at night time. That means hanboon, right? I'm looking at that thing. Oh, that's half price, but then I did the calculations. That's 79, and look at the size of that. That's 158 and a half. 158 is 79. Oh, damn it. Stupid math. Alright. Yeah, well, at least that fly saved me 2 yen. That's good. One would imagine that I just like stage shit or something, like some dickhead YouTuber that decided to crash his own plane. He's flying along, sets up all these cameras, right? And then he decides to take a parachute, and then he flies. Pretends he's having engine trouble. Doesn't even bother, and they said he doesn't even bother to try and get it restarted rudimentary wise. And so he jumps out, parachutes down, plane crashes, and so they take his I'm tired, I lost my language again. Let's I'm sure this is yeah, that's all locked up good. So they take his pilot's license away from him. This is a new story, and yeah, all for clicks and bullshit, right? But I've always had a belief that I know things that I don't even know that I know. Earlier, you might recall, that I said life finds a way. Jurassic Park. That's a line from Jurassic Park. Yeah. And then I go, The Fly. I remember saying that as I was driving along because that Jeff Goldblum dude back in the, I think it was the 80s maybe. Was it the 80s? What's he doing? Where's he going? That dude. Where's that dude going? God, what is this freaking Burke Street now? See? The Truman Show people show. Back in like the 80s, I think it was, he had these movies called The Fly, where he creates this machine to time travel or some bloody thing, and okay, and come on, and then a fly ends up in the machine itself with him, and then he turns into this gruesome yuck breed. It was like three films, yeah, sequels and whatever you call them. Yes. Right. So how did that happen? See, I know things that I don't even know that I know. Yeah, at least I know that. Now, yeah, that's a true story where they decided to prosecute this guy for lying to the Federal Aviation Association, or whatever the hell they call themselves.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown.
I think my memory cardy thing shit. So Army staged this plane crash, yeah. So they decided to revoke his license. Oh God, I told you I was gonna see. I don't even know where I know, and tomorrow I'll be coughing all over the freaking show. Yeah. Right then, that'll do for now. I'm just gonna shut up. No one's listening to this shit, anyways. I mean, did anyone out there get to the end of this freaking video? I mean, anyone? There you go. Phew. Right then. There we go. We're nearly back at the ranch. Good. Just go easy because that scoot's in the back there.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.